Hey guys, thanks for continuing to follow me on my journey. So I did a quick live because I was so excited about how the little passage that I picked out of this book came to be today, because I was looking at the material for the days that I was reviewing, and the pieces I was reviewing was about taking control of your life, and I legit opened the book to take control of your life as the passage to potentially review today, which was just super crazy but super awesome. So I was really excited about that. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. I was outside for a little bit this afternoon. It's so hot that there was a breeze, which felt really nice. Kind of just relaxing on my swing that I have outside while David was fixing his sister's Jeep. The kids have been working hard to help clean up the house and do things. Jake has summer work to do for his AP English and calculus classes, so he's been doing that. He read King Lear out of an old Shakespeare book that I have. It was actually my aunt's, I think my grandma said when she was in college, Shakespeare book. So Jake read that and then wrote an essay about it today. So he's getting his summer work done, as we only have like a month left until school starts. It's super crazy. I can't believe how these few months, for as long as they seem like they've lasted, has also gone by so quickly. And thinking about time and taking control of your life and taking control of your schedule, I realized too that my gratitude journal from this day during my journey was about not taking things for granted. And the one thing at that time I specifically did not want to take for granted was this surgery. I want to keep focused. I want to keep my eyes on my goals and not get distracted by things. And so, like I said, when we were encouraged in the challenge to turn off the news, that was a huge distractor for me. Watching the news, in the morning, watching the news in the evening, watching all the news posts throughout the day, it was a huge distractor for me. It was very anxiety provoking, and there was no way that I would have gotten as far as I did, I think, if I would have continued to really stress myself out by watching that. So not distracting myself and keeping focused is huge. Now, I will start my doctorate in a few weeks, and before, school was a big challenge for me in balancing work and school and self-care. But, I always joked around that my second master's degree, I didn't care about my grades, because who cared? Nobody cares about your grades. Nobody asks you about your grades, your GPA or any of that crap. When you go for your job interviews, you have your degree. Hopefully you did well, and that shines through during your interview and things. But I tried not to care, and I was like, well, I have a 4.0. Like, why do I have to stop now? I might as well just keep going. And so I'd push myself to still, get that, keep that 4.0, because performing well is important to me. But at the same time, I still had that kind of self-neglect, and where I wasn't taking care of my health as well. So after I had finished that program in December of 2018, I think that is when I went back to the gym then, like that January, not as a New Year's resolution, because I'm as terrible as anybody at keeping New Year's resolutions, but to finally focus and take care of my health. And that is something I don't want to lose this time. School is super important. I want to do really well again. But I think I don't have to be so hard on myself about doing well. Like, I'm pretty sure that I could do well without, all of that time wasted on pushing myself really hard. And I want to continue my journey in finding peace. And if I'm going to be all stressed out about my grades and stressed out about not being able to work out and stressed out about not being able to do stuff around the house and stressed out about having to work and this, that, and the other thing, it's not going to fare well for my overall health. So I need to look at my schedule. I need to prioritize. I need to bookend my days, bookend my weeks, bookend my year, and get this program done as best I can while still focusing on my health, my family, and everything like that. I don't want to lose all the months of hard work that I have put into it, because that's just not worth it anymore. My health is more important than having perfect grades. Because if I don't have my health and I can't be here for my family and I can't keep myself healthy or lose this weight to, avoid getting the virus, and if I do actually get it, having obesity and being obese puts you at higher risk for complications. And my lungs, as I've talked about before, have had issues with being deconditioned from not exercising them. And so, I could be at really high risk for having issues, and I want to avoid that at all costs. So like I said, it was focusing on taking control of your life, and doing the things you want to do now, but doing them for the right reason. And I talked yesterday about why I wanted to get my doctoral degree now. And I just, explained exactly why I need to get control of my health now, not just for the long term and avoiding diseases that I know are associated with obesity that I could potentially develop, but, heaven forbid, if I would catch the virus, I could end up having a severe case or having complications. And we know that would completely affect my entire life. And my family's life, and I just can't have that. When we look at the virus now and the rate at which we're seeing it increase doesn't really have to do with more testing. It's, the positivity rate is higher, hospitalizations are higher, the average age is younger. 37, was the last average age I had seen. And we know that 2/3 of Americans are overweight. And when we're talking about complications from the virus, the studies that have been done on overweight people, it's a BMI over 30. It's not, morbidly obese persons. It is people who are overweight. And so we need to, take care of our health and take care of ourselves. We need to take control of our health now, today. When you talk about weight loss surgery, the gastric sleeve has a 30% failure rate. I have to take it seriously because this is a tool that I want to use and I want to succeed. I can't take my eyes off the prize. And I need to continue building myself. And I do that with that weight loss challenge, with the tribe, as we call ourselves, that we have become this community of people who have like-mindedness and like goals. And for me, I kind of always joked, and that's like my, Instagram name and all this stuff, is I don't want to be skinny, because it's not about being skinny. It's about being healthy, and about being a badass, really, are my big goals. And when I talk about having tried everything, everybody kind of uses that as their, not excuse, but description of their attempts at weight loss in the past. And, trying everything isn't really real because we probably haven't tried everything. There's a lot of things out there that, maybe we didn't try. And we have to look at not only maybe thinking that it came from our genetic makeup, but looking at our environment and changing our environment to support the ability to take control of our lives. So I love Keebler double fudge cookies, the little elf cookies. Oh my gosh, they are my favorite cookies ever. I'm not a big cake person. I can do without ice cream. But cookies, I love cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies, Oreo cookies, the Keebler cookies. Yeah, pretty much every cookie. And so I know that I can't have them in the house. And most, like, there's ice cream in my house. My husband loves ice cream. My kids eat ice cream once in a while. I don't touch it. I'm not an ice cream person. It's just like not my thing. We have potato chips in the house. They're not my thing. I did make kale chips. I put a little too much salt on them. They're quite salty. But you know, I choose not, they're just not my thing. But cookies. So if I bring cookies into the house, I can't say no. And it's just my kind of lack of self-control sometimes that I'm trying to learn to control as I'm taking control of my life. So that is kind of all I had to say about that. But you know, take control of your life, take control of your schedule, take control so that you can meet your goals and you can become healthy and you become who you were meant to be. So from my little book, again, by Patrick Lindsay, Now is the Time, 170 Ways to Seize the Moment. I'll read you this passage. Now is the time to take control of your life. We all have restrictions in our life, but equally, we all have vast areas of untested capacity to make decisions, to plan our future, to follow our paths. It's easy to blame others for our inaction. It's easy to blame others, or it's easy to blame our constraints. Take the initiative, take the control, and decide your own journey. The small quote at the bottom is from Buddha. My little Buddha fountain over there. There's Buddha. Hi, Buddha. So a quote from Buddha says, "Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on others." Take control of your schedule. Take control of your life. Get to your goals. Get healthy. And we can do this together. I hope you guys have a great night.